What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Pass, that's Play Action Snap Scouting, and in today's video, we're going to be doing an NFL mock draft for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I know the biggest question concerning the Cardinals is what are they going to do with quarterback Kyler Murray? Is he going to stay on the team? Is he going to get traded? Is he going to get cut? These are all questions that will be answered sooner rather than later. But with that being said, we're going to assume that he's still currently on the roster while we make these picks. So, with that being said, let's start the draft. Okay, the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock with the third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. I feel like when you're picking this high, you got to go with a premier player at a premier position. Ruben Bain Jr. really stands out. He's got a really high floor. He's a blue chip prospect. When you look at it, he graded really well, and they credited him with double-digit sacks. He's a guy that can play on the edge. He can also kick inside and play inside, so he's got position versatility. He's going to be really good in the run defense. He's still pretty solid and growing as a pass rusher. I think that he'd be a great addition to the Arizona Cardinals and really help give them some talent on that defensive side of the ball. So I think with the second round pick, at pick number 34, you can go to a couple of different options here. Personally, I think that Keith Abney II would be a fan favorite. He's from Arizona State. When you look at him, had a pretty good, solid season as well. 2 interceptions, only allowed a 46.1 passer rating. Very solid. I think cornerback's a sneaky position of need for the Cardinals. They have some young cornerbacks, but they haven't really been able to perform, or they've been hampered by injuries. So adding cornerback depth, it's a premier position in the NFL, would really help continue to bolster up the defense and add it to a position of need and help them get better in the secondary. So that'll be our second round pick. And then we'll have one final pick in the third round. I believe it's going to be pick 65. And here's where it gets a little interesting, in my opinion. You can go a couple different ways. If you wanted to look for a quarterback, I think the Arizona Cardinals, if they felt comfortable taking a guy here, they could go that route. I think the smart decision would be to take a lineman, specifically a offensive tackle. And the one that I have my eye on is Blake Miller from Clemson. He's a guy that had a pretty solid grade overall on a Clemson team that really just kind of underperformed as a unit. Only gave up 2 sacks and primarily played left tackle in 2024, but made the switch over to right tackle for the majority of his snaps in 2025. So he's got a little bit of position versatility there, but I think he projects more as a right tackle, which is a position of need for the Arizona Cardinals, given the fact that they have Paris Johnson Jr. on that left side, and they have some question marks in free agency with who they're going to sign back or re-sign or not re-sign. So I think Blake Miller really answers a lot of those questions and gives the Arizona Cardinals some insurance on that offensive line. So with that being said, that's just finishing up grading the draft. And then we'll kind of take a look and give a little bit of a breakdown summary. So at pick number 1, we took Ruben Bain Jr. They gave us a B+. With our second round pick, we went Keith Abney II. That PFF gave us a B-. And then with the third pick, we took Blake Miller, tackle from Clemson, and that gave us another B-. So overall grade was a B. What do you guys think? As Arizona Cardinal fans, as NFL fans, would you give this a B grade draft? Would you give it a higher grade? Would you give it a lower grade? Who is your favorite pick in this draft? Who is the least favorite pick in this draft? Let me know all this in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more NFL draft content. And stay tuned for our next NFL mock draft video, where we will be doing a mock draft for the Tennessee Titans.